Maybe we're... Okay, yeah, I think we are. Hi, everybody. I think I'm in the right live. I hope I'm in the right live. Let me go over there into YouTube land and see if we are. The lives. Okay, hope so. There we go. Hi, Nona May. Hi, Lisa L. Hi, L. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Anna Rose. Hi, Special Needs Mom. Hi, Margot. Julianne. Hi, Liz Tops. Kevin. Deborah. Stace on the case. Let's see. Oh, make sure you're in live chat, everybody. Hello to Scooter. Okay, so I watched Anthony Fucci today sentencing. They're going through witnesses who arrived on the crime scene for his sentencing. I mean, because he could get something like, the judge could give him 40 years, but everybody's asking for life imprisonment. They showed his house. He lived in, upper middle class life. They said that he had advantages. He had people that loved him. His grandmother was around. His step-parents were both good. There was some ex-girlfriend that had said there was some emotional abuse from the mother, but that wasn't corroborated with the other kids in the family and stuff, so who knows about that. But, the police officer said that he took him around, and then he started kicking the back of the seat and started crying. He said, "I'm going to get arrested for this BS," or whatever. He made that Snapchat or whatever it was. Does anybody know where Bailey is? When he was in the back of the police car, he stabbed her. It was 116 times, 114, 116. I can't remember. It's 14 or 16. He broke the knife with the blade in her skull. Oof. And he had the wherewithal to hide the T-shirt under the dresser in his bedroom. His mother was washing the blood out of his jeans, and then was telling police, "Oh, didn't you wear your khakis?" I don't know. One teacher came. They had a psychologist come in, talked about the teachers, and one teacher said he was a pleasure. Another one called him a punk. Another one said that he would get aggressive and everything. So I don't know. There's going to be, they started doing victims impact statements today. They're going to do more tomorrow. Defense was trying not to get a bunch of letters brought in because they said it would be biased. He wouldn't get a fair sentencing if he did. They went through, he was on an IEP plan, but that he didn't have cognitive deficits. It was just he was not motivated. Let's see. I'm usually against juveniles being locked up forever, but in his case, I just hope for it some stays on the case. Ron John says, Dad's old-fashioned root beer. Soda singles. What, Ron? Okay. So, did anybody else watch it? You watched it, Stace? I think they're going to give him life. Hi, Patsy Martin. Your sister's here, Sharon. He just makes me feel a way that scares me, honestly. Yeah, I do have something I can show. I'll tell you, they showed... Let me get it. Hold on a minute. I tried to enhance the audio. In this, because it was so bad in court today. I don't know how anybody could have even tried to hear this. This is his parents in the room with him. But
you understand, right? Mm-hmm.
Everything you say will affect you.
Snapchat that you did is not very similar.
Not at all. Now we want to go around outside and curse them. Because that Snapchat thing, it's all over, you're all over the internet everywhere. Social media.
It's on social media. You're probably going to stay with me after we get done with this. Just for your well safety.
They're telling him that Snapchat that he did, does anybody know where Tristyn is all over social media. I enhanced the volume on this as high as I could make it go. I couldn't hear it at all in the court.
You know, seriously, am I right? No, sir. You sure don't smell?
I'm hungry. I don't know. I am so bad. You don't need anything different than alcohol that we don't know of? No? Do you know if this girl got you up?
I'm talking about her either.
You think she got picked up by him?
Probably. She said she wouldn't come home. She said she's gonna find somebody.
After she left you there walking? Like, you think she got picked up after that? She just kept walking?
Probably. I don't know.
Do you know if she told me the direction or she was just still walking behind you?
She pushed her down and you walked up. We shouldn't be talking.
I just asked what it cost.
I understand.
I just asked what you then.
As you walked away, you came straight home. You didn't turn around and see where she went. What were you doing outside late at night? Well, she was house hanging out with them. Did you kiss after any of this girl?
Be honest as you can to them.
Two.
Yes.
Yeah, I kissed her. And brother? So your DNA's gonna be on her? Some of your shoes were off on the camera. All your shoes off. Yeah, I figured what happened. And the shoes can be busted.
Did you come home and leave you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you sleep back out or you're still trace on Sunday? Just say that night and that's where you work. So sorry.
It's very serious.
This is no joke. This is your whole life. Your whole life.
And hers.
And ours. And your brothers and sisters. And don't forget to go to school tomorrow.
Okay, I mean that it's so hard to hear this, but you know, he asked, "Did you do anything with her?" He said, "I kissed her." He said, "Did you do anything else?" He basically, it's I don't want to try her. That's how this kid is taught. I don't even think he opens his lips when he speaks. It's ridiculous. And when they played it in court today on the You couldn't even hear it at all. I couldn't hear it at all. It was like the Charlie Brown people. That's his mother, yes, his mother. How can his mom just stand there? I couldn't be near him if he was my kid. I just lose my mind. Just like it was her whole life. I think he's lying his you-know-what off. Mom tried to cover it up. Now, the mother, see, over here, do you think she doesn't know yet, or she's in denial maybe? I don't know. Because she acts like, she tells him, you better tell them the whole truth. Or so in that way, she does say that to him. I don't know. It's weird. I think any parent who has a child with the problems he had has to ask himself whether the child's capable of being violent. Yeah, I know, Stacey. Let me see. When did she? Because they said when the lady that was on the stand said the jeans were damp in the laundry basket or the laundry hamper, wherever they were found. Let me see here. Let me just go over. Okay, so let's see here. An undercover police officer introduced a video recording of Aiden Fucci talking with his mother and biological father before his police interview. Let's see, and he says, "It ain't my problem." Let me see. He's facing 40 years to life in prison after pleading guilty to first-degree murder of Tristyn Bailey. 16 now. He said he was sorry for the Bailey family and his family while pleading guilty in St. Johns County on February 6th. And that was right when they were set to go to trial. So that was like a real 11th hour change there. He was 14 years old when he stabbed 13-year-old Tristyn Bailey to death on Mother's Day of 2021. The cheerleader's body was found near a retention pond 8.5 hours after her parents reported her missing. She had roughly 114 stab wounds. The word karma was reportedly written on the inside of her left ankle, and a smiley face symbol was drawn on the inside of the right ankle. Authorities ultimately determined Fucci and Bailey had visited a fellow classmate the night before and left that house at 1 a.m. Video footage showed the teens walking in the neighborhood around 1:45 a.m. Almost 2 hours later, Fucci alone is seen walking towards his home. During an initial police interview, Fucci admitted to leaving a friend's home with Bailey, but said that they separated at her neighborhood street. He then changed his statement, said that he got into an argument, at which time he forcefully pushed her to the ground, where she struck her head, and then he left her alone. In the report, authorities also reference a Snapchat message that reportedly depicts a selfie of Fucci and another teen in the back of a patrol car, captioned, "Hey guys, has anybody seen Tristyn lately?" Investigators also say they collected bloody items from Fucci's home, which included his his sneakers, this white T-shirt, the jeans, that there was a knife sheath in the drawer in the closet. The T-shirt was put under the dresser that was in his closet. Then they had some drawings that were in composition notebooks and stuff by his computer desk that they took also. Let's see here. I just wanted to get to see if there was any So the psychologist that took his stand talked about Aiden Fucci's unusual fantasies and then inmate issues. Where let me see if I can get his transcript from, because he talked a lot, the psychologist. Okay, so let's see what I have here. Psychologist with Gregory Pritchard. And let's see what he... So I want to make sure we got everything. He was talking about impulsivity, and he kind of really dumbed it down for people, saying, if somebody goes in and they're, robbing someone and then they just stab them because they think they're coming at them. But then if you go back or you fire on somebody multiple times who's already down, well, stabbing somebody 114 times doesn't scream impulsivity. So he was going over that. Let's see. I just want to see, but I wanted to talk about... This is one of the drawings that was taken from his room. And you see that the figure has a knife. I'm just trying to get to it. Here he is in the back of the patrol car. And you'll see that he's got the, where did that go? The Snapchat memories right there. Psychologist Gregory Pritchard spent a very good amount of time going over what I always want to call him Anthony, Aiden Fucci's girlfriend reported. She said that the two of them enjoyed horror movies and that Aiden often talked about killing someone and would pretend to cut her throat. She talked about seeing him being violent and beating up a boy over a vape pen. And then he talked about how Aiden thought it would be very satisfying to slit someone's throat and watch the blood drain out of them. He even warned his girlfriend to expect him to kill someone this month. And the psychologist said it seems like Aiden rehearsed this all in his head, and it was not an impetuous act, but planned. Even making the comment to his girlfriend that if he does it, it will be planned. The girlfriend also said Aiden told her things were difficult at home and that he was the least liked out of all the family. He said his biological father was physically abusive, referencing 4 specific times that he choked or punched him. He also described what she believed was emotional abuse from his mother, and she told him he should report it. The psychologist said he's done more than 10,000 forensic evaluations, and a regular part of them have involved violent offenders with whom he has worked extensively with children. Through all of the records and people that he's interviewed, he said only 2 referred to Aiden as mature. Teachers said he had academic difficulties, primarily in reading and math, and that he lacked motivation. One teacher went as far as to describe him as a punk who was always looking for a fight. Overall, their comments ranged from quiet and respectful to defiant. As far as rehabilitation, the psychologist said he would like to see more compassion and feeling bad about someone's actions once they're incarcerated. He said that Aiden, it's well documented that he has had several negative issues while in jail. He was extorting commissary items from juveniles and making threats to harm or kill them. He said there is a concern to him clinically that maybe Aiden can't understand what he's caused for so many people or express any sorrow. He showed callousness about his behavior in back of the police car, and he doesn't seem to have the same kind of makeup that most people do. He said he doesn't see him as a good candidate to get better. At this point, I would say his prognosis for rehabilitation is poor. When he was cross-examined, he confirmed that he didn't personally evaluate Aiden Fucci. He said he was not allowed to interview him, but he had access to a lot of information in which he drew his conclusions. And let me see here. So, the judge said he intends to decide on the sentence the same week. This is supposed to come out into this week with other witnesses to testify. He said, I'm not going to drag this out any longer than necessary in February. I don't want to go through a sentencing hearing and then say, all right, now I'm going to go take 3 more weeks. The medical examiner's report said that Tristyn had 114 stab wounds and that 49 of them were deemed defensive wounds. Let's see. Deputy Robert Maloney of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office was one of the first to interview Aiden when Tristyn was still missing. Aiden confirmed that they were hanging out at a mutual friend's house until they left together at 1 a.m. and he said he was home by 3:30 a.m., but the deputy pointed out that some of Aiden's timeline didn't match up. He said that he went back to Aiden's home to talk with him again, asked him if he would ride in the patrol vehicle and show him the path that he and Tristyn took, and then his stepfather followed them in a golf cart. Maloney said Aiden kept changing his story about when the two separated. He finally said they had a fight, and then he forcibly pushed her down. And then the deputy apologized to the court for what he was going to say, and he stated that he said Tristyn grabbed his junk. He said he didn't like it and didn't want to cheat on his girlfriend, so he pushed her to the ground and then she hit her head. He said he then walked off. At that point, the deputy said that Fucci was in custody, and while waiting, he started crying and said, "I'm going to get arrested for bullshit." Okay, let's see. Marilyn Butts was the crime scene technician with the sheriff's office. She took dozens of photos of the crime scene and at Fucci's home. So they showed around, his room and everything. His room was not a disaster. The house was clean. They had a playroom that had little kids' toys out, so they have younger kids. And they had his sneakers in the closet, the white Nikes, and they had what you could see as blood on the, you could see it. You could see the shirt, and like I said, the jeans were damp. And it's weird that she washed the jeans, but I don't know, did she not know about the sneakers or the t-shirt? And then there was the knife sheath and the drawings and all that. When Tristyn was found, the crime scene technician said she had a $20 bill, a vape pen, a ring, and a cell phone with her. And it was there when, she was photographing that. Let's see, what else was going on? Sergeant Kurt Hannon said that Aiden's best friend and girlfriend each described him as having a fascination with knives, said that he carried one with him and he showed them off. He even named them Picker and Poker. He's the one that noticed Aiden was in the back of the patrol car using a cell phone to post to social media. The court was shown the 2 photos and the 2 videos on the Snapchat. Aiden was with his best friend talking and laughing about being in the back of an expletive cop car. Hannon said he was saying something like, "Hey guys, anyone seen Tristyn Bailey lately?" And I remember that that was like one of the most disgusting things right when this case broke. His cell phone showed he had contact with Tristyn at 12:25 a.m. on May 9th and a FaceTime between the two. The next activity on his phone was at 1:11 a.m. and that was a call to his best friend that was not answered. And then there was no activity until 9:27 a.m. Tyler Thompson of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office said there's that video, the one we just watched, of Fucci with his parents that was recorded in a sheriff's office room by themselves. They discussed how serious the situation is and that his Snapchat didn't help. He appeared calm but wasn't forthcoming. "This is no joke. This is your whole life, his mother said. She also asked if Tristyn really grabbed him, and he said yes. She asked if he's scared, and he said not really, but a little. His stepfather also said it wasn't smart to leave a 13-year-old girl out there alone at the time. Now, they also prepped him on how to answer questions. Everything you say will affect you, his mother said. Okay. And then they started with the victims' impact statements. One was a teacher that read her statement, and she said that her son had been befriended by Tristyn, and her son had a lot of issues. He was socially awkward and things like that, and introverted, I believe. And so she said, Tristyn was a great friend to him, and he can't believe she's gone and how it affected them. But they're going to continue with that all tomorrow, so we'll see what I do. You guys have any other input on that? Just good one. And let's see, I'm trying to get back to the chat. I mean, kidding. I want to see if there's, oh my gosh, I apologize. It's not letting me pull that down yet. Computer's not cooperating. There we go. Let me get this back. Come on. There we go. Okay, now let's see if I can get back to the chat, which would be great if I could. I think the judge will definitely give him life, especially with what the psychologist said. Don't you? I think so. Okay. He's already having problems with the inmates. He's already threatening them. I believe he said something too to someone, when I get to General Pop, I'm going to kill you or something, to one of the inmates or something. Oh my gosh, this computer is driving me crazy. So, we'll see what happens. I'm just waiting to get back to the chat with you guys. In the meantime, let's see. There's some really disturbing stuff about the dentist that I've been finding on social media. I put one of the pictures on the thumbnail. That's his wife in the chair back in 2018. If you're wondering where that picture came from or if it's real, it's real. It's real. And it was promoted to the patients, saying something like, is your dentist in your personal space? That he'll do everything to get to that last tooth. He's straddling his wife on the dentist chair, like going into her mouth with the drill. And then they say, oh, well, that's his wife, and she was a good sport about it, or whatever, you know. Very crazy. And then on, like, the news on TV, they were, like, being really tight-lipped about that Kane lady, even though her name was released all over the place. Okay, I'm back in the chat now. Let's see. Okay, hi, Sunkissed. How to explain all those stab wounds from hitting her head, right? Hi, Sosie. You say he's evil. Hope he finds God. She looked all happy walking with him, Stace on the case said. Yeah, he said a lot of smart A things. Like he's just not interested. High flow on the go. I don't think there's any redemption for him. He just doesn't care at all about what he's done, Stace on the case said. Hi, Aunt Rose. Has he ever been in trouble before this? In school, he got suspended and stuff, didn't he? Yeah. I am here just mostly for listening. Oh, okay. Yeah, put your feet up and just relax. Let's see. Looks like to me it is fine. Looks like fire. Looks fine. He's proud of himself. What's with the girlfriend not telling someone when he told her he was going to kill someone? I don't know. Hi, Emmy. You'll be in chat in a little while? Okay. He just found someone sweet enough to follow him to the woods. He didn't snap. Hi, Sunkist. Hope you're having a good night. Just joining in. I will catch up later. Okay. He can't be allowed to just go kill again, and he will, Elle said. She was very athletic, they said. He did have a girlfriend, yes. The mom probably cleaned his room. Probably. Hi, Shay. It's 3 years. Unbelievable. 3 years for what? What's it 3 years for? I bet she's glad her name isn't Candy. Hi, Lyndall. Okay, to Scooter, 3 years flew by. I've been thinking a lot about him and his family lately, and his father had a nice video about him a few days ago. Mark's wife, Jackie, bought the clinic. What are you guys talking about? Have you seen all the videos of Dr. Death from the past 10 years? And how much they loved him? Are you you're talking about the dentist, right, Stace? I don't know who Shay is talking about. Hi, Spanky Ham. Let me see who it's Shay's talking about. It's 3 years. His wife and family. Scooter, who are you talking about?
She's talking about Mark on Homemade Everything. Pass.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I was thinking about that the other day because Scooter used to come up to promote his channel all the time. It's 3 years. When is it 3 years? When is it 3 years? They had tons of... yeah, they have tons. Look, I'll show you. Let me see. So, before we go to the dentist, because we'll probably stay on that, Leticia, they've been... Let's see how the jury selection... Oh, gosh, I just got that freaking head rush again thing. Hold on. Okay. Leticia... jury selection, because they have been going through the juries like crazy. And I'm going to check again to see. I checked before for more auction photos. Let's see. "75 potential jurors have been evaluated." Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Oh my gosh. First 20 potential jurors were identified after 7 hours. All right, so... attorneys representing Leticia revealed Tuesday that their psychiatrist concluded in her report that Leticia was insane and in a psychotic state at the time of her stepson Gannon's murder. Isn't that convenient? Let's see. She's accused of killing her 11-year-old stepson Gannon, January of 2020. The findings of the defense's sanitary report conducted by Dr. Dorothy Lewis were unknown until Tuesday when defense attorneys Josh Cellini informed the potential jurors in the courtroom that his expert found Stauch to be insane. Court records show the report was filed to the court on Thursday after significant complaints from the district attorney Michael Allen about not receiving the report at the pretrial readiness conference earlier this month. Allen said at that pretrial conference that if the report was not received before trial, the prosecution could move to exclude Dr. Lewis from testifying. Allen said not having the report bordered on bad faith, and I quote him saying, "This is a disrespect to court deadlines. I've never seen anything like this." His frustration was shared by Judge Gregory Werner, who openly questioned how 13 months after Leticia pled not guilty by reason of insanity to all charges, and 7 months since Leticia's first sanity report was filed with the court, that the defense's report had yet to be filed. Delays in the case have occurred in part because of the sanity evaluation. Initially, Leticia, who's 39, pled not guilty to the charges. In February of 2022, Werner granted her permission to change her plea to not guilty by reason of insanity. The first mental health evaluation conducted by the psychiatric hospital in Pueblo found Leticia to be sane, Werner said at the hearing in August. Tuesday marked the first time that the findings of the second sanity evaluation had been revealed. The woman conducting the evaluation, Dr. Lewis, is a former clinical professor of psychiatry at Yale University and the author of several books on the topic of the insanity plea and the subject of the documentary Crazy Not Insane. The documentary outlines her work with notorious killers such as Ted Bundy, Arthur Shawcross, John Allen Muhammad, and many others. She's expected to testify at some point in the trial. Another 75 potential jurors were welcomed into court on Tuesday morning for the second day of jury selection. 16 people, they're trying to find 16 people to serve during the murder trial that could last up to 2 months. On the first day of the trial, the court spent 7 hours trimming a group of 75 potential jurors down to 20. They will return to court on April 3rd for the final portion of jury selection. Interesting. So that's it for them. They're not going to, the final portion, they said they were going to start on April 3rd. So now, what? They trimmed them down to 20, and then they're going to do that took a lot quicker than they thought, I guess. And they're going to do the final portion on April 3rd. Huh. Many potential jurors will likely be unable to be present for the entirety of the trial. Others have been exposed to media coverage of the case. Concerns over the length of the trial arose on Monday when 48 of those 75 jurors told the judge the length of the trial would be a significant issue in their lives. Those issues were again apparent Tuesday when 39 of the 75 indicated the length of the trial would be a significant issue. Several potential jurors have said they have health issues, either their own or a loved one's, and that would be a serious problem if they were selected. Others told the judge that past experiences with child abuse would make it difficult for them to serve. And Monday, a significant portion of the potential jurors informed the judge that there was no way they could be unbiased if chosen to be on a jury. One said, "My mind is made up, and I am positive I can't overcome my bias." Someone said, I just don't believe she's insane. Another one said, I know I couldn't change my mind. On Monday, many stated that they had a bias and they indicated to the court that they would be willing to try and hear all the evidence and presume that she is innocent despite prior exposure to the media. Tuesday ended with 18 potential jurors who will be brought back in on April 3rd for the final stage of the jury selection. She's facing 13 charges, including first-degree murder, child abuse, and tampering with evidence. In addition to the murder trial, she faces a second case, which she's accused of trying to escape when they were extraditing her from, remember, South Carolina back to El Paso County in May of 2020. She's been serving her time in the jail since. She faces life in prison if convicted of first-degree murder. So no more of that until April 3rd. Okay, and now let's take a look at the dentist. So we're going to go to his okay, let's see here. I'm trying to get to their, see if there's any. Okay, let me go to Aurora. First, let's go to the law enforcement site and see what new comments we might find on there today. Okay. There's a few more. Let's see what's new. Okay, so here we go. He went online, this is one comment, and ordered the very poison that killed her. He paid for it and had it shipped to his dental office, and a colleague that he works with told him that they never use that chemical at the dentist's office and there was no reason to ever purchase it. The police know more about what they're doing than we do. Another person said, did you read the update on what they found? He's 100% guilty. Another one said, apparently you haven't read the arrest affidavit. It's spelled out. Please let me know if you need the link. And this is all in response to someone saying whatever happened to presumed innocent until proven guilty. Another one said, I haven't heard that. Doesn't really matter. He either did it or she did it. He provided it either way. Sad story. Divorce is easier. This one said, I still can't believe this is real. Dr. Craig has been my dentist for 10 years. I actually had an exam and a cleaning scheduled for next week. I always felt so safe with him. Angela was such a wonderful person. You'd often see her and some of the kids working in the office, and my heart just breaks for everyone. Trying to get to the new comments. Someone said, hats off to the police department. The arrest affidavit puts everything together. Hopefully the DA uses it to convince the judge or jury to put this lowlife behind bars for the rest of his life. Also, his mistress, who knew about his family. as everyone can see, no, that's an old one. Hold on. We don't need that. All right, let's go to the Somerville Dental Group page. This is a public page. Let's go take a look. His family's on that. This is the dental group page. And look, here's the Disney again. Disney, Disney, Disney. As we go down here, people are leaving comments. How's the practice doing with Jim Craig? You murder all your patients or just the dental spouses? How much if I do 5 implants? Okay, so let's go. They put a lot of different things. Okay, this was January 27th of 2022. Great teamwork with Marlo, Andrea, and Lena. Oh, look at this. He's dressed as the Tooth Fairy. Remember this day? So fun to have Dr. Craig walking around the office as the Tooth Fairy, tutu and all. LOL. Okay, look there. He's in a little tutu. Isn't he cute? Aw, such a nice guy. Look, that's his outfit. Baby shower for one of the employees. They even sent one to Disney with her child. Okay, bunch of girls around the computer. I want to get to the horseback riding. Where's the one girl's in Disney, I think. Yeah, here it is. It says, Jaden and I are at Disneyland last October. Thank you, Summerbrook, Ange, and Dr. Craig for this fantastic and amazing experience. And then a bunch of people left comments here. Now these kids are without their mom and dad. This wasn't very fair to them. Why not just divorce her? How sad all these kids will be without their parents now. What could have happened that bad to make him kill the wife and mother of his 6 children? Looks picture perfect. Both parents, doctors, dentists. No, they're not. Life should have been so good. Not knows what goes on behind closed doors. Yeah. Click on the link Andrew posted. It's the charging document. It goes into details about the evidence. Okay. So let's keep going. And then if you go back to Oh, here he is. So nice. He's going to have Visa gift card winners. And thanks to all of you for liking us on Facebook. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for a chance to win a Visa gift card. Winners will be picked December 18th. You have the turkeys that they're all, I don't know what they have, all those deep fryers out there. Thanksgiving recipes. I'm just trying to get to where I can show you the where he's on the wipe. What procedure do you need scheduled? Call us. Give us a call. Let us help you. Here's the picture. Do you ever feel like the dentist is getting in your personal space? Dr. Craig found a new way to get at that tooth in the very back. Just kidding. It says, his wife Angela came into the office today, and this is him messing around with her. She's a good sport. Saving to come back here. You all are amazing. Dr. Craig last month, this is January 2020, on his way out the door at the end of the day to celebrate his and Angie's 20th wedding anniversary. Huh, that was 3 years ago. Ridiculous. This is our December VIP prize winner at Southland's $200 shopping spree. Thank you, Lindsay, for referring your friends and family to us. Oh, look, another drawing. Oh, another one. Another one. Look, I used to have the little fishbowl. Another one. It's crazy. All right. So, it's my live chat. Is it my live chat? Yeah. Should be my live chat, hopefully. They got rid, okay, let's see. They got rid of a lot of jurors. Okay, here, my chat's got to catch up. You guys, it stops wherever it was. Oh my gosh, T-Scooter, I just saw you gave mommy, what? What did she give mommy? What did somebody say? Let me see. They had tons of news coverage of him and tons of videos of Aurora's dentists. Yeah. Mommy, we're talking about Mark Carriger. It's crazy. Okay. To Scooter, I'm not sure, but his YouTube channel. I always get audio way behind everyone else, Shay said. I'm still subbed to his dad and brother, but haven't watched. I'll go check out. I hope there isn't a mistrial. She knew exactly what she was doing to that poor child. Shay said, it's so hard when children are the victims, said Stace. Hi, 61. I think she wanted him to pay with losing his son for whatever he was doing that made her so mad. We're talking about Leticia. Who said that? Who just said that? I think she wanted him to pay. I have a very wide dentition and a dentist who was not my husband almost did that to me to get to my back tooth. Really, Stace? Seriously? I never expected. I wanted to see, somebody said something like, I don't, oh, the intruder thing was so bizarre. The intruder thing. What, Ann Rose? I quit watching a few times. It was so hard to watch. What was, Ann Rose? To Scooter, his memorandum. His memoriam is on Ray's birthday. Oh, the Stace on the case said that about, but I don't know. Shay said something like, oh, I didn't realize that. Scooters. I just saw that you gave mommy his channel name. Oh, okay. All right. It was you. I see that now. I bet they did him as something wonderful. The little dentist was all up in my space. So what about, has anybody heard more about this girlfriend of his? I wanna... Who was flying into town when he was, when his wife was dying in the hospital.
you're a college student, keep watching.
She has a YouTube channel where she's on the Texas Association of Orthodontists. She's on their channel supposedly talking about, somebody said, oh boy. Let me see here. I just want to see what. Dr. Karen Kane. Yeah, she's on this video. Why I Love Orthodontics. Showing her in the office. This was made, when was this video made? 1 year ago. A very short video. But her Facebook page is still up, and let's see. Let me see something. I don't know. I'm trying to find out. I'm just surprised that they're calling it porn addicted dentists serve toxic shakes. Killer smoothies, right, to wife. Dr. Poison wife to start a new life. I wonder what dating sites he was probably on. Didn't I say his photos look like they were from dating sites? He did. I wonder if you do I'm going to see something, search Google. See if anything comes up. Let me go on her page and see if... I think her comments were all turned off. She was, if I'm not mistaken, she had posted some things on her Facebook page. I'm going to pull this over. She posted the coming revolution inside of Mormonism. There are many things that led me to believe that there's a coming revolution. And then this Tony Prey is her sister. She's in Asheville, North Carolina, One of my new favorite places. The weather is awesome. The views are amazing. For the fam, it reminded me a lot of being on Holiday Island. Now we're off to Nashville for a little country music, listening to Ronnie Millsap because that Smoky Mountain rain really is falling. Got a little behind. They're in Georgia to North Carolina. Walking tour. Happy Easter. But there was something in here about like porn addiction. She says she hasn't sent out Christmas cards in 3 years. Baby number 6, immediately followed by a new house, has really taken over my life. I'm sending them out this year, though. And if I haven't already texted or messaged you and you would like a Christmas card from us, please message me your address so I can send it. I truly do love sending them out and look forward to getting back on this particular bandwagon. See, sex before kissing, how 15-year-old girls are dealing with porn-addicted boys. It's interesting that she was posting that when supposedly her husband was, right? Okay, perhaps the greatest gift we can offer each other is a second chance. Is this after she was drugged? The only 5 reasons you're eating alone at a restaurant. What are the only 5 reasons, honey? Yes, I got my dishes done. Meanwhile, I'm in the living room. Okay. All right, well, I don't know. Let's take a look at see what's going on, if there's any other things that are happening besides that first. Okay, so SLED reopened the investigation into Stephen Smith's death. Let's see what's going on with it. Eric Bland, co-founder of Bland Richter Law Firm, put out a release that said SLED chief Mark Keel gave him the news in a phone call. He said, "We have a chance to right 8 years of wrongs, and we intend to do just that." SLED announced that it reopened the investigation into Stephen Smith's death shortly after the murders of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh on June 7th of 2021, saying that information uncovered during their investigation has prompted them to look into Stephen Smith's case again. Alex was just convicted. Alex Murdaugh was just convicted of murder for the murder of his wife and his son and sentenced to 2 life sentences. Stephen Smith's mother, Sandy Smith, has long contended that her son was not the victim of a hit and run and that she believes he was murdered and it was related to his being openly gay. Hold on a minute, this thing is coming. Get out of there. She opened a GoFundMe earlier this month to raise money for an independent autopsy that would provide an accurate determination of his cause of death based on facts, and that fundraiser has gathered up more than $80,000. Let's see. Bland and his partner Ronnie Richter said in a statement that SLED officials told them they did not need to exhume Stephen's body to convince them the death was a homicide, but they will be present and participate in any exhumation of Stephen's body to gather more evidence. SLED purposely waited for the end of the Murdaugh murder trial out of concern that witnesses would not be forthcoming under the Murdaugh sphere of influence. SLED is publicly supporting us, Sandy Smith said, and her efforts to find out more of what really happened to her son. They have expressed their condolences to the Smith family and will continue to work diligently to bring those responsible for Stephen's death to justice. SLED has not said what specific evidence they found that prompted them to reopen the case. There's been long swirling rumors all around that Buster Murdaugh, Alex Murdaugh's son, was somehow involved. Buster issued a statement last week denying the vicious rumors and his involvement in Stephen Smith's tragic death. They were classmates in high school. SLED asks anyone with information about the case, please call 1-800-CALL-SLED. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Okay. Oh my gosh. Another one that killed his parents. What? Cheese factory? 25-year-old has been charged with killing his parents, say the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. 71-year-old Jan Metzig and 72-year-old David Metzig, owners of the Union Star Cheese Factory in Fremont, Wisconsin. Deputies say they went to the home early Saturday morning and found the couple's bodies, saying the deaths were suspicious in nature. Eric Metzig, the couple's son, made an initial court appearance on Tuesday in which was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. The criminal complaint said the police were called to the home at about 5:15 a.m. on Saturday and found the Metzigs in a bedroom covered in blanks. They appear to have been shot in the head. Their son was arrested at the Heart of the Valley YMCA, where investigators found red smears in his vehicle, which are being tested for blood. The complaint did not mention a motive, but it says that investigators found a journal in the younger Metzig's bedroom in which he wanted to kill his parents and make it look like they went missing while out on a walk. That's really great. Let's see. So the cheese factory. Okay, let's see. Metzig murder. Charlie Adelson's trial is coming up too. All right. Wolf River. Wolf River. Here's the couple's obituary. It says that David and Jan Metzig were called back to the Lord on March 18, 2023, at the ages of 72 and 71. They have a joint obituary. David was born in Oshkosh on June 16, 1950, to the late Quentin and Catherine Jean Metzig. Jan was born in New York on September 23, 1951, to the late James and Muriel Sandin Tyrell. David and Jan met at Valparaiso University in Indiana. Look at that. 6 degrees of separation. Where he earned an accounting degree and she earned a biology degree. On June 9th of 1973, they married. In 1980, David and Jan moved to Zitaw and became the third generation of Metzigs to own and operate the Union Star Cheese Factory. They raised their five sons, in a home above the factory, which became a cherished gathering spot for extended family and friends. The Union Star employees, customers, and farmers were also considered family. In addition to cheese making, David enjoyed hunting, gardening, and projects on the farm, and Jan loved cooking, beekeeping, hosting, and taking care of her boys. Their love of the Lord, commitment to family, and a spirit of service defined their 49-year marriage. Together, they adored their children, daughter-in-laws, and grandchildren. They nurtured a strong faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, continuously studying the Word and attending Calvary Bible Church. David and Jan are survived by 5 sons: Charles, his wife Brittany Metzig, Louis Metzig, Matthew and Andrea Metzig, Jonathan and Kelsey Metzig, and Eric Metzig. Did they put him down here? Isn't he Eric? Isn't Eric the one that... Nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many friends. They were predeceased in death by Jan's brother, Richard Tyrell. A memorial visitation will take place on Friday, March 24th from 4 to 7 at the Calvary Bible Church. Visitation will continue. Crazy. Union Star Cheese Factory. Union Star Cheese Factory. It's like that strawberry farm when the guy killed his parents, right? That's crazy. All right, what else is happening now? Shame. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, Lori Vallow got a little bit of a victory. The Idaho judge, Stephen Boyce, has taken the death penalty off the table for Lori Vallow. He made his ruling during a hearing on Tuesday. Vallow Daybell has been charged with murder and conspiracy to commit murder in the deaths of her 2 children, 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow, 16-year-old Tylee Ryan, as well as Chad Daybell's first wife, Tammy Daybell. The couple faced the same charges, and initially their cases were to be tried together, but last month the judge, Boyce, accepted Vallow Daybell's motion to sever the cases because her case has been delayed twice for mental health evaluations, and she has not waived her right to a speedy trial, unlike her husband, Chaddy. Stephen Boyce, the judge, said he was taking the death penalty away as an option to ensure the rights of the defendant to a fair trial are protected. The court does not impose the sanction to penalize the state, but to ensure that the constitutional right of the defendants is protected to allow for her reasonable defense to prepare for this trial. Boyce said that he agrees that the fast-approaching trial date, jury selection is going to begin on April 3rd, means attorneys won't have time to look over all of the evidence that will be released to them in the next 2 weeks, particularly the extra material needed for a death penalty case. I would caution the defendant by insisting on going forward with the trial now, knowing there is additional evidence that it's not prepared to address is a risk. The decision to move forward without a continuance is a decision only the defendant, with the competent advice of her counsel, can make. The prosecutors, Madison County Prosecuting Attorney Rob Wood and Fremont County Prosecuting Attorney Lindsay Blake, issued a statement saying they were disappointed and respectfully disagree with today's decision, but they said they will continue to vigorously pursue justice for Tammy, Tylee, and JJ. The death penalty remains on the table for Chad Daybell. No trial date has been set for him. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Gwyneth Paltrow, she was in court allegedly plowing into a skier and not helping him or something. She's accused of disregarding a man in a 2016 ski accident, which left him with severe injuries, his lawyer told a Utah jury on Tuesday. Gwyneth Paltrow appeared at the Park City court Tuesday morning after the skier, identified as Dr. Terry Sanderson, sued her following a hit-and-run ski crash behind the Deer Valley Resort. He is suing her for $300,000. Sanderson's lawyers accused Gwyneth Paltrow of fleeing the scene while on skis and not offering assistance, which left the doctor with permanent traumatic brain injury, 4 broken ribs, pain, suffering, loss of enjoyment of his life. Distracted skiers cause crashes. Defendant Gwyneth Paltrow knew that looking up the mountain and to the side while skiing down the mountain was dangerous, said Sanderson's attorney Lawrence D. Bueller. And she knew that skiing that way was reckless. A complaint was filed in 2019 and it accused Paltrow of leaving Sanderson stunned, lying in the snow, seriously injured, while a Deer Valley ski instructor also allegedly skied away after witnessing the crash. Paltrow countersued Sanderson and claimed he was the one who crashed into her. She's suing for the cost of legal fees and $1 in damages. Something the People's Court. She's suing, and her attorneys told the court on Tuesday that she sustained a full-body blow after Sanderson crashed into her, calling the defense's story BS. Paltrow's attorney Steve Owen said people who were skiing with the actress stopped to check on Sanderson, who assured the group he was fine. Sanderson reportedly did not deny the accusation, but claimed he couldn't remember what he said. His memories of the case get better over the years. That's all I'm going to say. That's not how memory works, Owens replied. Paltrow's attorneys say Sanderson overstated his injuries in an attempt to get a come-up while exploiting the Oscar award-winning star's wealth and fame. He demanded Ms. Paltrow pay him millions. If she did not, she would face negative publicity resulting from his allegations. Sanderson later amended the complaint. He was initially seeking $1.3 million in damages before reducing it to $300,000 for negligence. The trial is expected to last about a week. Oh, yeah, Amanda Bynes. She is locked up in a psychiatric hold now because she was running around naked. She was reportedly placed under a 5150 psychiatric hold in California on Sunday after she was reportedly found roaming the streets naked and alone. She's 36 years old, and she was in Los Angeles when she flagged down a car and told the driver she was experiencing a mental health episode. She then called 911 herself. Law enforcement sources said that Bynes was unharmed, but she was placed under a psychiatric hold after she was taken to a local police station. Another source said she will likely be hospitalized several days, as a 5150 hold initially lasts for 72 hours, but it can be extended. Let's see. Media outlets had said that Bynes has bipolar disorder. She was previously placed under a psychiatric hold in 2013, leading her mother to become her conservator. However, the conservatorship, which protected her person and estate, ended last year after 9 years. That boy, Scotty, he hasn't been found yet. Scotty Morris, hope he's found. And then here's something. Fake Barbie OnlyFans. She's demanding conjugal visits after she stabbed her boyfriend to death. She's an OnlyFans model who calls herself Fake Barbie. And she's making news because she's demanding conjugal visits while she serves her sentence for stabbing her boyfriend to death. Abigail White is 24. She was convicted in the death of Bradley Lewis, the father of her 3 children, last year. She said that officials should take into account her needs and allow her new boyfriend to spend the night. It has come to my attention after recently being sentenced to 18 years that prisons do not facilitate overnight stays for women prisoners and their partners. And she told this to a prison magazine, Inside Times. She says that they should take into account and consideration our needs and allow men and women to have overnight stays together. I would like to know what other prisoners think about this, as quite a few girls here agree. She confessed to manslaughter in Lewis's murder, but was convicted of murder. She was sentenced to life in prison and must serve a minimum of 18 years. At the trial, she said she picked up a knife to shock and scare Lewis and didn't realize she'd gone much further until it was too late. Not only will your 3 children grow up without a father, but they will grow up knowing their mother murdered their father, said the judge, Peter Donald Frazier. A prison spokesperson said that prisoners are allowed supervised visits by family members during the day. Sorry, hon. Now let's look for, let me see if there's any more pictures from the auction for Murdaugh stuff. I don't know why I'm feeling so tired. Okay. Let's see. Everything is taking so long. The internet is being so ridiculous. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so they did put an album. Let's see. Okay, let me pull this over. It's saying that it's starting at 7 p.m. now, guys. I thought it said 4 p.m. or is that? Seven hours ago, so those are probably the beds at Mazzell. I don't know that. That all this is theirs, because it seems kind of, those probably were. Oh, that's that table that I missed out on that time with, that had the rocking squirrel, and then the lady left the rocking squirrel, remember? That's what I really wanted, and I got it. I don't think this isn't, I don't know, is this theirs? I don't know. Maybe that's from the beach house with the shells. I wonder if this is also Edisto. I don't know. That looks like that might have come from their house. Jasper, leave Sassy alone. Pie safe. Keeps your pie safe. Yeah, I don't think all of this is... That table might be... That chase looks a little familiar, those.
Kevin said that Blanca was selling Maggie's stuff somewhere. He heard that on a clip. That's what Kevin relayed.
Kevin what? Said that Blanca said...
Blanca Smith
Yeah.
is selling some of Maggie's things.
Really?
He heard on a clip, yes. He said that in chat just now. Just relaying the
Well,
message.
that's a ship's wheel, so I wonder what if that was from one of the houses. All those flat screens. Popcorn machine. That's probably from them. That's hideous. And that looks like another part of that couch. I used to have a couch just like that. Had a big chaise in it. Those look like those are probably from... I don't know. I just can't. This is just too crazy to all be from their estate. No way. That's an Ethan Allen table. That's so easy to see that. I don't know. Let me go back to the comments because I thought they said 4 o'clock.
Carolyn P. says there are 3 estates represented.
Oh.
And they will be presented by lot numbers. They'll sell by lot numbers.
Do you know which ones are which?
And I'm also echoing really bad, but that's okay.
Do you know which ones are which, Carolyn P? Let's see. Such a tragedy. R.I.P. Maggie and Paul. Beautiful things. So many old and gorgeous pieces. Such a tragedy. Will there be jewelry, sterling, china, handbags, etc.? There's more pictures coming. All the table stuff. So that was 6 hours ago. Thanks. All the table items will be posted tomorrow. Y'all going to do this all night, or is there going to be a part 2? I'm coming from Northwest Florida, and I need to try to book a room. Wow, people. Do you have people to bid for out-of-town people? Oh my gosh. Are there 2 sales March 23rd, one at 4 and one at 7? We start different sections at different times, but everything will be sold in our building. Online auction, in person only. Thank you. Is this all from the Murdaugh estate? I don't think so. Someone said there are items numbered. Someone said their items are numbered 1 through 35. Can we buy items online? Only furniture and cars in this auction? I don't see anything else. How long is this auction going to take? Can't really predict that. On a normal auction, we might finish between 9 and 10 p.m. Normal? Yikes! If I were going to drive in from out of town, I'd there anyone to help load in a truck or trailer. Do we have to take possession that night, or can we come back? I'm 8 hours away. I hate to bring a box truck for an ottoman. Oh, gosh. Some beautiful pieces and rugs. Anything from the dog kennel's going to be auctioned. I would imagine those are way too valuable to the property in its continued use as a hunting lodge, plus another family member also has a lodge nearby Moselle for any of that type of equipment to be auctioned, but you never know what intentions and taste any new owner might have. How do we buy bid from out of town? No online auction. They would have made a killing via online. Zero reason not to. You can't. You have to be present. Is this all from one estate? That's a lot of furniture. Dang, this would have been an epic online sale. Wow, we are going Thursday. Wayne is taking the day off. I don't want to buy as much as I just want to know what some of the stuff goes for. They showed a deer mount, bullhorns, etc. Keep us posted. Most of it is old and worn. Wonder how my generations this stuff is from. I think you mean to say how many. Does this include the beach house furnishings? Gives me bad vibes. Sorry. Does the auction start at 4 or 7? I see both times listed. Wish it was on the weekend. Can't go. Working. This is auction of Murdaugh stuff. More to come. Bet some of the furniture belongs to the parents, not just AM and MM. His, hers, and theirs, maybe. Old man and Ma Murdaugh. The Murdaugh furniture is listed, I see. Some of it is there. I don't know how people will know what is and what isn't. They should tell them. I don't want that evil spirit furniture in my house. Creepy. I agree. Their furniture is labeled with 33-35. So people are supposed to know what that means, because I don't. I thought you were asking out of curiosity. I have no idea if they plan to tell people who actually plan to purchase it. Probably not. This is where we need to go. Do have China, etc.? Do you live stream the auctions? Though we can't bid, it's still interesting to watch. I am looking for a pencil 4-poster bed. See anything you like? Actually, I do see a couple of things I like. Let me know if you want me to look for you. Let's see. Just wow, opulence. I am going for the Spode Woodlands China from the Murdaugh estate. Will that be auctioned off tomorrow? Check out these lovely pieces in this estate sale in Georgia. Gorgeous stuff. Yes, lots of pretties. A lot of it is the Murdaugh estate. That's why I tagged you. Yes, I did. He's guilty. That is wild, Ms. Lynn. Thanks. Okay. Been following this case since 2021. Sure wish there was an online auction. So you wait until Tuesday and Wednesday to post additional pictures? That gives everyone one day to decide if they want to come in person, since you don't accept online or absentee bidding? Pictures have always been posted Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It takes all week to set up and inventory what's being sold Thursday nights. Maybe so, but for an auction with this much interest, you would expect the photos a week or two in advance so people could make travel plans. A lot of people have been excluded from this auction because of the travel. It would have been easier to navigate and make plans if there had been advance photos, online or absentee bidding. They should have been prepared for the amount of public interest. This has been handled poorly. Extremely poorly, someone said. Yeah. As with auctions of the past, you can preview. Someone said 1 to 2 days to preview is not enough. It would be enough time to preview online if they were allowing absentee and online bidding, but they're not. It's a 5-hour trip for me. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor Kim. Where's the painting? The paintings, the decor, and stuff like that. All I see is furniture. Shame you won't ship. Looks like whoever decided to use this auction house made a mistake. They should allow online and absentee bidding, and they wait to show the remainder of the photos 1 or 2 days in advance. People are pissed. Let's see. Reread my comment and go elsewhere with your attitude. I can't get over your lack of thought process. Is there a brain between those ears?
Right.
Yeah. WTH is your problem. Go elsewhere and harass someone else. I don't know of any auction houses that ship, and I'm an avid estate auction bidder. Really? I know of them that ship, plenty of them. Okay. So, are you really that self-absorbed? There is no way they can ship, especially breakable. Shipping is atrocious. Common sense tells you they won't ship. You don't purchase from that many auctions, I take it. Let's see. I was hoping for online bidding. Why? They don't ship. Bummer. Some of us who are nowhere near would like to bid and know no one from the area, losing a ton of money by not allowing online bids. Hey, maybe we could work this up, guys. You and Janae could make a little side money there. Okay. Yeah. Give them a finder's fee and all that stuff. Okay. They'll make plenty. They always do. Best auction company to deal with. And that helps us who wants to bid out of state. How? Best auction and nicest people. Cool. But that doesn't help us who want to bid out of state in the slightest. They can't ship. Really disappointed y'all aren't doing this online. We're too far away, and I was really interested in one of the Majolica places. Aw, Sarah. They don't ship, someone said. No disrespect, but for all of the interior decorators they pay thousands to, you would think they had better decor. Some of this is absolutely gaudy. I believe the vehicles have already been sold. They could have made so much more with online and absentee pre-qualified bidders who could pay immediately. I think it's hilarious that a dozen or so people that have never been to Liberty think a few Facebook comments are going to change the way the auction operates just so they can go get some souvenirs from a murderer's house. This is how they operate. Go or stay home, but stop complaining that they won't do it your way. It's not Burger King. I added that part. Seeing so many messages on social media about the auction. What if I did a live and bid for others? See, she's got it. Right, there she goes. Would have to figure out how to do it. I could also send items or arrange items to be sent to folks. I'm very trusting, though, assuming people will reimburse me for items bought. Thoughts? Oh, Sarah.
Oh, please.
If you do, let me know. I'm in Tennessee, and I would like to come down, but I can't due to work. I was thinking the same thing. I'm interested also, Sarah. They could send you money through PayPal or Cash App or something like that. Will someone be live streaming so we can at least watch? I would do online bidding. I'm from Arkansas, too far to drive. Shame they don't do online bidding. I buy things from all over the USA. Do that. You get good prices. Someone said, yes, ma'am. It sounds like you know what to do. May I message you? Yes, ma'am. More pictures tomorrow and Wednesday. LOL, you just need a pillow. I love them. I would prefer the set, but I'll settle for one. Road trip? Most definitely. Sounds great. Please call Court TV. We would like to film some items for our national TV show. What? Please call Court TV. Who the heck is that? I just want a monogram pillow. Dumb business decision not to allow online bidding and shipping. The creditors could have made a lot more money with a different auction house. Even not to have itemized photos for such a high-profile account. Geesh! I thought the same. Could have made a lot more money if you allowed online or phone bidding. Bird in hand. They will still make a lot. Like a poop emoji ton more. What a lost opportunity. Boggles the mind. It also costs them more to support it. I agree with you. They'd have bidders from all over the country. Would also be better with a longer time window for bidding. Look at Christie's, Sotheby's, Rock Island, and others internationally known auction houses. They realize that even though it costs more, you've got to spend money to make money. I'd love to bid. There's no way I'll be able to make it down there. Not your business, it's theirs. Send me pics of what you want and how high you'll go. I'll bid for you. I don't mind. Oh, gosh. Nah.
I mean, come on, they had terrible taste again.
Nah, bad mojo, this one says. Wow, no online bids. What a lost opportunity. I agree. What time is preview? What time is the auction? Hope the proceeds go to the victims he stole from. Where are the pictures? Not enough to drive for. I agree. I can't be at 3 auctions at the same time. Do online. We're in Nashville and patiently waiting for more pictures to decide whether or not make a trip this week. We may need to rent a bus to bring our friends. Oh, I live in Alabama. Definitely worth the trip. I'm just outside of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and I'm itching to go. Please go and buy stuff to resell. I mean, if you have a bus, I'll be on 24 waiting to hop on board. We are actually from the Savannah area. All of our kids, grandkids, and parents live there. We're trying to get our kids to go for us. We started our business 15 years ago going to this auction house. If my crazy husband and friends end up going, I'll let you know which exit to wait on. On a weekday and not online. That's a shame. Let's see. Let's go, please. Need some new stuff? Are the photos dated March 8th part of this upcoming auction? What's on the menu for the concession stand? Jail food. Oh gosh, that's the important question. I hope onion rings and standing room only hamburgers. We like the fried fish. No doubt it will sell out. Turtle soup, someone said. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What is the buyer's premium? 15%. Thank you. Literally 10 minutes from work. We'll be there. Okay, that's it. I'm not going. Looks like complete chaos, Albert says. It will not be chaos. Liberty Auction is very professional and organized. You'll enjoy yourself. Can you please tell me how to watch this auction online? I'm sure it will be a media circus. Great opportunity for someone to offer rides to and from. Wait, what did I miss? It's items from the Murdaugh estate. Oh, wow. Let's see. Are you prepared for a turnout bigger than the fire marshal will allow? What will you do if hundreds of people show up? Are those nearby areas for overflow parking? Following, hoping for online bid also. Liberty Auction, will it be streamed so we can watch? This is the auction I need to be at. I have a feeling everyone is going to be there. I just got to see that haunted mansion mess. As long as you're not buying any of it, our family has enough bad juju. I will ride by your work real slow, and you can jump in the back of my truck, about 3. I'll wait by the side of the road. Gotcha, girl. Oh, gosh, this is so crazy. Can I have the address, please? Chuck said he will run the store if we go. What's the earliest we can get our number? Oh, wow. Carolyn, are you really going? Is she really going? Where's Carolyn?
When is it, tomorrow?
No, Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, okay.
What is that noise? Let's see what that is. Let's see who the culprit is. What are you listening to? Oh, wait, who is that? What is Sharon listening to? I had to mute Sharon for a minute. You're going, Carolyn P? Carolyn P? Do you know how to get into Zoom? If you do it, we can live stream it. We could tell all those people we'll be live streaming. You and Janae could make yourselves a tidy little sum of money. Janae, are you here? Are you going?
You gonna trust strangers?
Well, she would say, you know what I would say, Carolyn P? I'd say, if you are wanting me to bid on something for you, you must have what you want and the highest you'll go in by such and such a time, and you must have that money to me by the time that auction, what that item comes up, I better be in my PayPal or no go, Bob. No go, I'm not bidding. Better be in my PayPal.
These people will never trust anybody.
What people?
The people buying, the people wanting to buy online. They would
No, but she would be bidding. But Carolyn P would be bidding.
But how can you tell? How can you put your maximum bid in somebody's PayPal and not even knowing if they get the item? And how do you trust them to give it back?
They would if they want to be. They want to be in it to win it. I don't know. I think they would. We've streamed at auctions before. Carolyn P. Where's Janae? I wonder what they ask for the ship wheel table. If I wanted anything, Janae could get it for me, and I could pick it up when I go to the beach. But I don't know what I want. I don't really see anything I want there right now. Maybe some of those little tables. I don't even think those are the Murdaugh tables. But everything's probably going to go because so much interest in it. I think it's going to all go very, very high. I don't know who's going to really want their couches and stuff. And maybe somebody will, you know, like, I don't know, for some reason. They'll do like DNA testing on it or something. I don't know. People want things for all silly reasons. I'll probably ask all sorts of money for it. Carolyn, can you call in? Can you call into Zoom right now? Email me for the Zoom number so we can see if you can call in, and then we can see if you can live stream. I think it sounds way too complicated. Okay, she's going to try to call in. Good. We'll see if you can do it, Carolyn. Email me and I'll get you the number. You can try. I'm looking for your email. Oh, here she is. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, shoot, I gave you the link and not the invitation. Hold on. I'm sending you something else, too. Hold on. I did the wrong thing. Okay. Just... Okay. Let's see. Carolyn. Where is Janae? Janae. Let's see. Oh, here she is. That was easy. Maybe she'll be really good at this. Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So, you really want to go to this thing?
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm determined to go.
You're determined to go. And I wonder if you can live stream it.
I can try. I've been there several times, and the reception is not great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a big metal building. So I'll definitely try.
Yeah, see, if you would just come on here, and then, like, you would just turn your camera on to that, and then we would highlight you, and then we could show everybody what the auction looks like.
Yeah, I'd be glad to do that.
That would be fun.
Okay.
And then we could start screaming. No, we won't scream. But we have live streamed auctions in here, like in the members' rooms. Linda goes to the auction.
Right.
But this one is going to be interesting. I see what some of this stuff goes for. And I hope Janae will go too.
Yeah, I'd love to meet her.
Yeah, she's been vouched for several times. She's safe. Yeah, I've been actually away with her. So is Sharon. Janae's good. Wasn't Janae in today? I wasn't in much today in Zoom. I was had a bunch of stuff. Janae was in today, wasn't she? Lasso Lacey. Oh, listen to this one. Lasso Lacey came in. You know where she is? She's in Japan for a month, and she took us around Japan a little bit. That was fun. That was fun.
I will definitely do my very best. I'm definitely going.
Okay.
We'll have to see how the reception is. Worst case scenario, I can always take pictures and send them out.
How far are you from there?
Actually, my daughter lives in the same town.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. It's the same county. Bryan County is a large county. So I'm in South Bryan and she's in North Bryan. And that's where Pembroke is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it works out really well.
You're
So
right
we'll just,
there.
if it's too terrible, we'll just go back to her house and hang out.
Hmm.
So I'm going to try.
Yeah, so I think it's 4 o'clock. Is that when it starts?
It starts at 4. I'm not going to get there at 4.
Right.
They have farm equipment and all kinds of bizarre things in the back. And that's where they start. And then they move forward. And they'll do the furniture, and then they have tons of tables with all of the housewares and different things like that.
And then we're not going to see that until tomorrow or something.
Right, correct. Correct.
Interesting. I don't know. It sounds fun. People are getting really upset about it. I don't know. There's a lot of auction houses that do shipping, but I guess they don't want to be bothered with that. I don't know. Some of them just send it off to a UPS store, and they handle the shipping. They have UPS stores to come and pick it up.
Well, Pembroke literally has one traffic light. It's a tiny little town.
I'm surprised they got it. Why did they get it? I'm surprised, right? Or maybe not. I don't know.
We have a really good reputation, and we are fairly close.
Are you? Oh, so how come you don't see us when we go to the beach?
I thought about it. In fact, my oldest daughter lives in California, and her in-laws vacation in June every summer.
Oh,
So
really?
she'll be flying out, and they rent a house in Edisto every summer.
Do they? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Folly?
Yeah.
Do you like Folly?
Folly's really nice.
Well, have you ever been to the Isle of Palms?
I don't recall, but probably.
Oh, okay. Trying to think about what else. So, anybody want to ask Carolyn anything about the auction? Let me see if they're going to ask any. Let's see. It's good to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you.
You know my voice. I've never heard your voice until now.
I grew up in North Jersey, too.
Did you really?
Paramus.
Get out of here.
Yep.
You know where I'm from, right?
Not exactly, no.
Upper Saddle River?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
What years were you in Paramus?
No, it's been a long time. My mom still lives there. Let's see. I left there in 75.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was there longer than that. Do you go back?
Oh, yeah. My mom her health isn't good. She's 93.
Oh, wow.
So I'm up and down time. But yeah, let's go home.
Remember the fireplace?
Oh, yeah. On
They
17.
they closed that down a few years ago. That was sad. And,
Do you remember Foldings Farm and Nursery?
the which one?
Foldings Farm and Nursery.
I don't know.
On Paramus Road.
No, you know the old Paramus church that had the shrubs when you went down 17? Remember it's an old Paramus church? I remember that. Tiffany Diner, the suburban diner. I remember, of course, Paramus Park. Route 4, all of that stuff. What else in Paramus?
Shopping mall.
The
Lots
Wood-
of shopping.
Oh, lots of shopping, yeah. Yes, it's changed. There's a lot of stuff has changed. Other things it's changed a lot. My brothers all still live down there. But
How about the market? Have you ever been?
the which one?
Maywood.
No, Maywood. But I have a lot of neighbors up here that came from Maywood or live in Maywood.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. Then they all came up together. A lot of my friends and neighbors came, but I've never been there. We would go to Nanuet a lot to go shopping because we just couldn't. People would say, "Why are you going to Nanuet? Because you don't pay the tax." I mean, my mother would say, we just don't like the price, and plus nothing was open on Sunday.
Right.
That's so crazy, isn't it? When you think about that, yeah, it is just so weird. I've never been to the IKEA there. My sister was there, but she got a panic attack, and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. She thought there was some kind of conspiracy or something. I don't know.
It's very crowded, but where Mom lives is nice and quiet. And been in her home for over 70 years now, so, it's home.
Yeah. How long have you lived down since 75 you've been down your way?
Well, we moved up to the Poconos for about 12 years.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's near me too now, where I am now.
Yeah, we lived in Tannerville.
Oh, yeah. So you moved from New Jersey to Poconos and then down to South Carolina?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. You're in Georgia, right.
It was a big adjustment when I first moved here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you like it? Do you regret it at all?
Yeah, hard to say. Kind of. I'm used to it now. It feels like I prefer the weather down here. I must say.
Yeah.
No, in the cold.
I'd love to be ideally for me, I think it would be like if I wouldn't want to go all the way down to Florida, but I love South Carolina there. If I could get a place down there and stay down there all winter until maybe June.
Yeah.
And then come up, yeah, I think that would be the best.
I did love the Poconos, though. It was really pretty.
Yeah, it is. Let me see. Did you know where, what is that? I always want to call it Skytop Lodge?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there. That's a beautiful place, Skytop.
Our backyard overlooked Camelback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how many kids do you have?
Well, I was a total of 8. I helped raise 8 children. I have 4, and then my husband had 8 altogether.
Oh, okay. And are most of them down with you guys?
Well, everybody's grown now and out, finally. But yeah. Well, I have 1 in California, 1 in Arlington, Virginia, and the rest are here.
Oh, okay. Emmy usually puts it in the community post. I'll ask later. Oh, what do you want? The Zoom? Well, I'm going to do a new one. I'll put it on the community post. Let's see. Thanks. Oh, it hasn't been. I'm sorry, because we didn't do a movie last night. I passed right out, and so did a lot of people because it was crazy. Emmy, you need to get into Slack. That's the easiest way to get the number. Different companies. What? Hi? All the production. Oh, you're talking about muskrats. Yeah, the number only lasts for 24 hours, and then it changes again. It's like the changing of the guard. Let's see. Trying to see if anybody else have any questions for Carolyn.
I'm not very interested.
Oh, stop.
Savannah survived St. Patrick's Day. That's a huge deal here.
Yeah, do you like Savannah?
I really do. I really do. It's a manageable-sized city. It has all the amenities, and it's very historic.
What's there to do there? You think we should go there and visit Savannah?
I do.
You do think so? Okay.
There are lots of
Yes.
really great tours.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very haunted city, which is kind of fun.
Oh, it's haunted?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Oh my God, we gotta go.
Oh, yeah, you can take haunted walking tours. There are beautiful cemeteries.
I'm sure Scooter'd be down to that.
Yeah, I'm sure she would.
I'm down to that, Scooter. I'm down to that.
What about Tybee Island? Have you ever been there?
Oh, gosh, all the time.
That's where my brother is. My brother's there.
Are there a lot of shells there?
No. There are not a lot of shells.
Because on the things it says there are shells, really, but there's not? No. Okay.
The water's kind of yucky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that would be a hard no for me then.
Yeah.
The pictures they took were lies.
Really, everybody was lying about that place then.
I don't know. A little further south, St. Simon's Island is beautiful.
Do they have shells there?
Yeah.
St. Simon's Island?
Write it down, Carolyn. I'm the secretary. I'll write it down.
Yeah. How do you usually say secretaries? How does Nick say it?
Oh, secretary.
Yeah.
Secretary. I'll write it down. Wait, what was the name of the island? Now I forgot.
St. Simon.
St. Simon. Okay.
But I've always worked in the hospitality industry. I managed restaurants downtown Savannah. It's a real foodie town.
Oh.
and Haunted Town.
Are there food tours?
I don't know if there are food.
Like in Iceland, my daughter, like they take you and you go like in each little restaurant and they give you either like an appetite, they take you on a guided food tour.
We could do the haunted tour and just jump off of the hay wagon every time we're hungry and just get back on.
What is she? Oh, Anne Rose wants to know if you're interested in anything at the auction that you've seen.
Not really, no. It does kind of creep me out, actually, but...
She really likes the turtle lamps, Anne Rose.
I really don't.
Oh my goodness.
My daughter asked, Mom, don't even consider buying any of those things that were purchased, I don't know, by awful people, I don't feel the same way. I don't feel.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's see. You want to go to see the Titanic exhibit in Las Vegas. Okay. Let's see. What's the weather down there now? Is it warm?
Off and on. We had a little bit of a cold snap, but it's going to be 80 degrees on Thursday.
Oh, wow. 80 degrees
Yeah,
today.
like summer and winter. We don't really have 4 seasons at all.
Yeah, that's, I'm over winter.
Yeah, I don't miss the gray days up north. I really don't.
Yeah. We had a mild winter until, it just, now it's getting...
Just hit us together. Carolyn, Massachusetts had a mild winter until March.
Good night, special needs mom. See you later.
Sweet dreams.
Special needs mom. Bye. You saw the Pompeii exhibition. I hope that we could live. That would be really fun. I don't know. I really hope Janae goes too. That would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun. But I have chickens, and I have 2 turkeys, and I have parakeets and canaries and 2
And 2 hamsters, did you say?
one hamster
Oh.
and 2 handicapped dogs from China. They're both they were meat trade dogs.
Where did you get them from?
I am friends with a rescue in China.
Really? And they brought them here?
Yep, they were flown here.
Are they Shih Tzus?
No, both poodles.
Oh, really? And how are they handicapped?
The little one, Xiaohei, was a medical testing dog, and they broke her spine on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
We're finished with her. They sold her to a meat truck.
And you saved her life.
That is horrible.
It was rescued from a meat truck. The other one, Yuan Mun, was hit by a car. So 2 different.
Can either of them walk?
No, they both have wheelchairs.
Well, so they have the little wheels that go on the back. They walk with their front legs and the wheels. Get them to where they want to go.
We go to nursing homes and places like that.
Are they friendly?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'd love to see pictures of them.
Yeah, I'll send some pictures.
And so your friend still does this, goes to China and rescues dogs?
Well, actually, they live in China, and they are all teachers from England, and met them online, because I do a lot of cross-posting for animals.
Oh, yeah?
And been involved with rescue for quite a few years. So basically, we were corresponding, and China is just an awful place for animals in general.
Oh, yeah, I know. I have a relative that lived there. Her husband went for work, and she has a Shih Tzu over there, and she's like, just the chemicals like that they spray on the trees and stuff. making him so sick, and they made her dog so sick, and she was glad to get back here. But yeah, and I know about people said like they have dogs in cages for the meat,
Yeah.
people are,
Really. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I had an empty nest and then I filled it back up.
with all all your canaries and everything were all rescues.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So ours, like Carolyn, all of ours are rescues except for snake and hermit crabs.
Glad you saved. She's Anne Rose says she's glad you saved them.
I am too.
But I'd love you guys to come to Savannah and I can show you around. Or
Yeah. Maybe.
That'd be great.
Yeah. And if Sinead gives you the thumbs up, then the Not a Psycho award. No. Oh my gosh. No, Janae's sweet. Janae burst into tears when she met me. I was just so shocked. She just started crying. Scared me a little bit. And so it was like, no, she's so happy. But that's how Janae is. She gets so emotional. It's very cute. She probably, did she cry when she met you, Nicole?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, she cried. Yeah,
Happy tears, happy tears.
yeah, she's very, very emotional. Very cute because, oh my gosh. And
Well, my
so-
husband is a chef, and so he puts them on it. Yeah, so we, you guys have kept me company a lot of time.
Oh, okay, good. Now, I was gonna say, so you've been at a lot of places that I've been: Pocono, New Jersey, and Edisto. I love Edisto. I love Foley. I love the Low Country, by the beaches, Folly. But I'll see how I like that. If I like it as much or not so much, or
If you, when you're coming down, if you get off of 95 and get on to, I want to say 301, I think. I'll double check that. There are really cute little towns all along the way.
oh really? You'll have to tell me more about that. Maybe you should come into a Zoom sometime, just like during the day or something, and
Like Folly's Island, for example, they make the beautiful hammocks.
they make
They make the hammocks there,
Oh, I didn't know that.
woven hammocks, and there are women along the side of the road that make beautiful baskets
Really?
out of the seagrass.
Huh. That's nice.
They kind of just sit on the side of the road and make these lovely baskets.
Wait, tell me which road that is.
I want to say,
Which road? I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit.
sorry, I'm trying to remember. I think it's 301.
301? Okay.
Whatever goes along the coast versus 95, which is going to be more of a highway.
Right, and I'd like to do a different, really have to talk, okay. We should do that, okay, 301. And the seagrass baskets, I'm writing down
There's a beautiful little town called Georgetown. That's just very quaint and historic, and that's right before you get to, between Myrtle Beach and Charleston. They're just these lovely little towns all along the way.
that. Okay. Okay, I wrote it all down there. What was the other thing what did you write down, Nicole?
What do you mean, what did I write down?
Remember you had to write something down before?
I wrote it down. I wrote the name of the island down. I said St. Simon's Island.
Oh, St.
downtown
Simon. Okay, I'm gonna write that down too.
I got it. Downtown Savannah is haunted. There's lots of good food. I have seen. I'm doing it.
And Cumberland Island, which is
Oh, which is further. Where is it?
it's further south than where I am now in Savannah, but there are wild horses, and
Oh.
you take a ferry, and you go over, and the horses just run wild along the beach.
Scooter will try to grab one. Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll have to put Janae on scooter watch.
Yeah. Janae must be sleeping. Janae, I thought she couldn't sleep at night now. Now she must have fallen asleep. Let's see. Just get all that done. Reload that. Oh, there's Julianne. And, what else? Did we have any questions about? I think. Tristyn, you're probably. How far are you from it? Like Atlanta? You're about 6 hours from Atlanta?
About 5.
Yeah.
I don't care for Atlanta at all.
I was there. We went to the. We had to go to a powerlifting meet. And we stayed in Atlanta for a few days before we went on to Florida. We went to the aquarium and stuff like that with the kids. But the kids were very little then, like 2 and 4. So.
But I will do my best.
All right, yeah, and like I said, like if you come in, I'll try to keep the number posted on the community tab, but you could always email me because there's usually somebody in here. If you want to, the Zoom, there's usually someone in here. All right, but thanks for coming on, and I appreciate it. Nice to talk to you, and I hope that we can pull it off.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Have a good one.
What about at John's Island? Where is that? John's Island. That's on. John's is supposed to be nice, but okay. So that was fun. I heard Carolyn's voice. High 61 is talking up. That's a really nice restaurant that begins with an H. Oh, on John's Island, that's kind of. I think that's a good distance away from Folly. Once you're there, I mean, probably at least an hour or so, probably. Maybe, I think so. I'm getting to feel a little hungry. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy now, feeling hungry. I have to go to the doctor on Thursday. Where's this in here? Looking at something. Okay, check that out later. Just looking at something. She said 301, is that what she said? 301, let's see. But let's take a look at something else. Let me see. We haven't looked at it in a long time. Very long. Okay, let me see here. Okay, let's see about this one. Last night, my significant other, who's 28 and a female, woke me up, I'm 29 and a male, at about 3 a.m. to tell me that I had thrown our dog off the bed while sleeping. I was a bit annoyed that she woke me up, so I went to the kitchen to grab a glass of water and use the restroom. I tried to stay as sleepy as possible to fall back to sleep quickly. When I returned to bed, my significant other told me to wash my hands, as she had apparently heard me in the restroom and noticed that I forgot to wash them in my half-asleep state. I told her that I just wanted to go back to sleep and didn't want to argue, since I had sprained my ankle a bit earlier in the evening. However, she continued to ask me to wash my hands repeatedly. After some back and forth, I decided to sleep in the guest room instead of our bed. I'm aware that I should wash my hands after using the restroom, but I was annoyed that my significant other would not drop the issue, and I couldn't fall back to sleep until 5:30 a.m. The next morning, I woke up in a bad mood, and so my significant other asked me jokingly why I had slept in the guest room. I told her that I slept there because she woke me up for the dog and wouldn't drop the hand washing issue. I expected an apology from her, since I thought waking me up for the dog was inappropriate. However, she told me that it was my fault for not washing my hands and that I should have tried harder to fall back to sleep. She said I was being dramatic and needed to get over it. I got frustrated because I had asked her to drop the issue several times during the night, but she had ignored me. I got angry and told her that I should have washed my hands, but that waking me up for the dog's comfort was ridiculous and that she should have dropped it when I asked her to. I then told her not to talk with me until she had something else to say besides "you're overreacting." She left for work, and I am typing this in my home office, feeling upset. We are at a standstill where I feel like I need an apology, and she feels like I'm being dramatic. I tend to get angry quickly when I'm sleep deprived, so I know that I may be in the wrong here. I just need some outside perspective. So, am I the a-hole? Yes or no, people? Is he the a-hole? Yes or no? Let's see. Is he? Is he? Yes or no, people? Is this chat moving? Did you guys leave me all alone? What's going on? Why aren't you answering? I'm not being over dramatic. Someone did that. No. No, okay. No. No. 2 no's. Anne Rose, what say you? Oh, you went to the snacks. Okay. Cassie says no. I don't think he's being the a-hole. I think she's being the a-hole. Okay, let's see now. Oh, here's one about a dentist. Huh. I'm 55 and a female, and I have a friend, Jean, of a similar age. She's not what I'd call a close friend, but I've known her a long time. And she's the type of person who always thinks she's right, won't back down easily from anything. And a few months ago, she had a toothache, and she asked me which dentist I used. My dentist is amazing, so I recommended him. She has a dental phobia and asked me to go with her to her appointment. He was lovely to her. He spent a long time talking to her, explaining everything. He put her at ease. She had a big abscess under one of her back teeth, and he said it either needed a root canal and a crown or extracting. The root canal and crown would be the best part of 1,000 pounds. They're in the UK. Total. And he was ready. He was really clear to her that it was a big abscess and that there was no guarantee root canal would work. He actually said the odds were 50-50 and it might be better to extract the tooth and put that money towards an implant or bridge instead. He said he could offer no form of guaranteed refund if problems happened. He was clear in what he said, and I know she heard and understood that the odds weren't great. She decided to go ahead with the treatment. I went with her to one further appointment, but not all of them. Fast forward a few months, everything was okay initially after the root canal and crown, but then she got another infection. She had antibiotics, but the problem persisted, and she ended up to have to get the tooth out. She's livid. You'd think he was the worst person in the world from what she says about him. She wants to sue him and has been to a lawyer to get advice. She's claiming that she wasn't properly warned that the treatment may not work. Apparently, the lawyer is confident she'll get a payout. He told her that it's hard for him to prove he properly warned her, and dentists are insured for this stuff. They think his insurance will pay out because it won't be worth their time to try and defend it. I'm really annoyed at her for this because I know she's lying about not being warned. I really like the dentist and I feel awful for him, and that he faces legal action for this, and that I was the one who introduced her to him. I worry that it will reflect badly on me in his eyes when I see him in the future. I have argued with her about this because I witnessed him warning her, but she says it's none of my business. Her view is it doesn't hurt him because he'll have insurance. Like I said, she doesn't back down from things. I feel so strongly about this that I want to send a written statement to the dentist that he can use back against her. I would state that I witnessed the appointment when he warned her and that she clearly heard and understood what he said. I know that in doing so, I would probably lose her as a friend, but to be honest, I don't care about that at this point. My husband thinks I should do it. He's never liked Jean. He describes her as a nightmare and thinks I'm best off without her as a friend. So, would I be an a-hole if I did this? Yes or no? No, I-61 says. Give Jean the boot. No, says El Cassie. Okay. Okay. Here we go. My brother and sister-in-law snooped in my now adult niece's diary from when she was a child and teenager. My niece wasn't big on writing in it ever, but occasionally she did, over a decade of her childhood from the ages of 7 to 17. It wasn't something she thought much about unless she was writing in it. What my brother and sister-in-law found in the diary left them with many negative feelings. Sister-in-law is my brother's second wife. She's not the mother of my niece and her older brother, my nephew. She married my brother 18 months after his first wife died. My niece was 7, my nephew was 8. In the diary, my niece had written that her stepmother was second best, that she wished she could trade her to get her mom back, and apparently there were a number of pages about how she felt her stepmother didn't deserve to be there for certain moments over her mom. My brother and sister-in-law actually confronted my niece about this. My sister-in-law brought up that she went to find it into the first place because she always felt second best, and she always and how the niece's wedding was making it even worse because the sister-in-law wasn't invited to do much with the niece. The niece was angry they had read it and said she thought she had trashed it before she moved out of the house. My brother thought that meant she regretted writing it, but she said no. But she was never planning to let those thoughts get out. And then she and her brother, and there were pages about him and the niece saying the stuff regarding the sister-in-law, had agreed it would be something between them. My brother said that they should have spoken up, and he could have fixed it. She told them that would never happen, that they only had one mother, and no, that one mother was not the sister-in-law. Sister-in-law apparently asked her directly if she still felt that way about her, felt she did not deserve her place in their lives, was easily traded for their long-dead mother, her words not mine, and was nothing more than her father's wife in her eyes. My niece said, yeah, still feel the same. Okay, I heard about what happened from my niece and nephew originally. They warned me my brother was ready to vent to anyone who would listen. He and sister-in-law did try to use me to vent, and I told them I did not agree with their actions regarding their snooping and didn't want to hear from them on it. And then about a week ago, they were telling our parents all about it and whining about all the awful things that my niece had written. And I told them they shouldn't have snooped if they didn't want to learn about a whole bunch of hurtful things. My brother said I was being an unsympathetic biatch. Maybe he's right. Am I the a-hole? Yes or no? Hi says shouldn't have read her journal. Not the a-hole. Carolyn P says no. I agree. Don't go snooping. Don't go snooping. Okay. And Rose says no. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So I just bought a brand new 6-seater truck a few days ago. My husband wants to take it on an 8-hour road trip with 2 other friends. They leave his truck super dirty every time they're in it. And he never tells them to clean up after themselves, so I told him that if he was riding by himself, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I don't want him taking it that far with those 2 other friends. So then he says, I won't let him drive my truck. I should pay for them to take a rental. I told him no. And now he's saying, if that's the case, he's never driving my truck again for any reason. I'm 32 weeks pregnant, so sometimes I ask him to drive because I'm tired. We have a family trip coming up, so that basically means I'm expected to drive the whole way there and back by myself, since my truck is the only one that can fit all of us. I'm pissed and super annoyed. Do I have the right to be? Am I the a-hole for not letting him use my truck? What about this? What about this? Elle says no. Yeah, you're going to put miles on the truck. I say no. She's not the a-hole. No, says Ann Rose. Okay. You could have at least said, I'll make sure they clean up after themselves, or like, all this stuff. Okay, let's do this now. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that one. That's not good. Okay. My ex-wife and I have been separated for 5 years. We have an 8-year-old son together. She got remarried last year. I try to be very intentional of the time I spend with my son. Over the last year and a half, we've gone on 4 big trips traveling to Nicaragua, Vietnam, Alaska, and Colombia, as well as lots of smaller trips around the U.S., visiting cities, camping, and doing various outdoor activities. I love to take photos and document our trips. However, I don't have any social media to share the photos on, and will send family and my ex some of the photos over email. My son also likes to draw and journal our trips. I feel sad that my ex-wife misses out on half of his life, especially when he's getting so many new experiences. I decided to put together a photo album of the last year and a half featuring photos of our son, photos he took, other relevant photos, photocopies of some of our son's drawings, as well as notes he made about various things. Our son helped me make it, and my son gave it to her for her birthday last week. When he gave it to her, he must have told her it was from me as well, as she texted me to thank me and said she loved it. Her husband was less than pleased and sent me messages telling me it was inappropriate and creepy to give it to her as a gift. He also accused me of trying to win her back. I'm not. I have a girlfriend. When I had just wanted her to have something that gives her a glimpse of the moment she's missing out on with our son. My stepsisters agree with her husband and think it was a little weird that I gave her an intimate gift, but I don't view it that way. Am I the a-hole? I say no. I agree, Carolyn. No, I don't believe she is. Me says no. Right, okay, we're all in agreement on that. Wonderful. Doing well tonight. No big fights. Okay, let's see this one. For the past 3 years, I've had weekly meetings with my psychiatrist at $400 an hour. I have never canceled an appointment with less than 24 hours notice until 3 weeks ago when I had an appointment last-minute meeting at work. The afternoon before, it was 22 hours notice. I asked if we could reschedule. She said no. I asked what her cancellation policy is, and she said $200 if less than 24 hours. And so I canceled with no other choice. Normally my sessions are almost totally covered by insurance, but obviously this wouldn't be. Today, 20 minutes before our session, she told me that she double booked it and asked me to reschedule for Thursday. I said I could do Thursday, but given the circumstances, I would like my fee to be waived from 3 weeks ago. She says she wants to discuss it during my next session, and if Thursday is inconvenient, I don't have to attend and we can discuss it at the regularly scheduled time. It seems like effectively I'm now going to pay to discuss the fee, and I never said Thursday is inconvenient. This is someone who has likely made over $50K off of me squabbling over $200. It doesn't seem right. But I'm not sure if it was inappropriate for me to ask this. Am I the a-hole? No. Think about something. I just thought about something else too. Blanca. Oh, Blanca. Blanca, Blanca, Blanca. I think Blanca sold some of Maggie Murdaugh's clothes. Has anyone found Blanca's closet where she sold the golden goose and the quilted jacket? Hold on a minute. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, it looks like this might be Bianca's Poshmark, and these may be Maggie's Golden Goose sneakers. Golden Goose sneakers are sneakers that are supposed to look worn with all this stuff on them, and they're $495 and they sold for $200. She says, the photos show all. The sneakers look just like the photos I posted. They are kept in a dust bag. Shoes have not been worn in a few months. And let's see. Oh, there's the dog. Meet your posher, Blanca. Oh, I wonder if these are Maggie's. Oh my gosh, look at that Louis Vuitton chain crossbody bag. Get out of here. This is Maggie's stuff she's selling, I bet. Lily Pulitzer dress, pink pineapple. Here's the, oh, Tory Burch, 8.5. Oh my goodness. That's all she's ever had. It looks like she opened this up to sell the stuff. I don't think she's ever had anything else. Huh. Oh. Wow, Blanca. I remember Maggie listed these on Low Country BST. Buy, sell, trade, somebody said. I don't believe that though. So she sold that 60, 85, 75, 375. And she must have bought this. January 3rd. So she was selling this stuff in December and January? 4 days ago. You deserve to sell whatever you want to sell. It's a free country. Are there any more purses, or Lily? Any more purses? My daughter's graduating high school and I wanted to get her one as a graduation gift. Huh. Meet your posher. Greetings to all who don't know me. I will be brief because enough is enough. I had a beautiful, witty, funny, and humble friend who never put her status above mine. You all should have visited her yard sale prior to moving. I received a gift with cash inside for Mother's Day and other items at various times. I live within my means and I keep to myself, and somehow my friend knew that because she trusted me with many things. Consent was given for everything. Fabrication of lies is easier to believe. However, good friendships are very few in our lifetime. I drove their expensive and not so expensive vehicles, cashed checks and paid contractors, among many other things, with no expectation of anything whatsoever. To the few who were truly her friends, you know who you are. And the ones who jumped ship when the going went bad, you know who you are, and I do as well. I hope you find a true friendship and peace within your soul in this lifetime. I struggle daily, but I'm so very lucky to have a dog friend that is helping me get through it one day at a time. Just a little note. He visits the vet, eats, drinks, and loves his treats. And it's not cheap, but I don't mind because I know he's worth it. Sincerely, a good friend of hers. Someone said, Blanca, you don't know me, but I want to let you know that you're an angel and Maggie loved you. Don't listen to what anyone has to say that's negative. They're too wrapped up in their miserable lives, sitting in front of the television, believing false information being said about this family. Thank you for taking care of Bubba. You're a kind soul. Both y'all need to shut up and mind your business. Why are you even here? To be mean to someone, trying to do what they can to survive? You are miserable, sad women. I agree with this being awful, so believe it. And it's my opinion and others. The last time I checked, we lived in the U.S. and we have freedom of speech, so no one has to shut up. Thanks. If you loved Maggie so much, why are you selling the gifts she gave you? Very strange and suspicious to me. I would think you would treasure her gifts. How terrible for her family to see her belongings being sold online by the housekeeper. Pathetic and so sad. I don't doubt that you loved Maggie, but it does seem like when stolen funds are used purchase items, whether knowingly or not, the proceeds from said items should go to the victims fund. I don't know to what extent you helped steal from MCS, but I hope you didn't. Perhaps you were a victim of AM as well. I'm glad that you are there to love Bubba, and I hope the other animals found good and loving homes. Seriously, please refrain from making any more uninformed comments. You are making yourself look ignorant. Thank you so much for being a true friend and for taking care of sweet Bubba. I love my babies, and I can tell you, knowing that they have someone to love them if something were to happen to me is priceless. Thank you for your courage and for being a voice for her. You should be ashamed. What is wrong with you people? You've gone too far to find people close to her on Poshmark. I'm beyond disgusted. Leave the woman alone. Oh, my gee, shut up. Seriously. You think they just got rich stealing funds? He was a lawyer, making legitimate money as well. Why are you even on here to hurt someone's feelings? This woman literally sold 10 items. If y'all weren't such bat-shut crazy stalkers, you wouldn't have even known it existed. This is bizarre. These people are wild. Awful. How? Y'all are disgusting. Seriously. Let's see. Kevin must have thought about selling right away. Kevin said, I bet she helped clean the house out to get it ready for sale. They probably let her have a lot of Maggie's stuff. Huh. Okay, let's see what else we can get into. Okay, here we go. My friend and I went out to lunch today. She recently did me a favor, so I was taking her out as a thank you. When we were ordering, she changed her mind at the last second to a different dish. She said, hang on, actually, instead of the steak, I'll take the chicken. They brought her the chicken. Everything was fine. When I got the bill, I saw I had been charged for both the chicken and the steak. I called the waitress over to explain the issue. The waitress said the kitchen had already made the steak, and they had just never brought it out because they didn't know which table it was going to, but they could box it up. I clarified as to whether or not this would come with the refund for the item, and she said it would not. I said since we hadn't ordered it, I'd rather just be refunded. She said she'd have to check with her manager. I told her to go ahead. My friend at that point said she comes to this restaurant often and doesn't want to cause a problem, so asked me, just take the steak. I told her politely, since I was paying, I felt like it really was my call and that I didn't have the money to get a third unexpected restaurant meal. She said she was really uncomfortable with escalating it, and it felt unnecessary. I told her I could take it from here if she wanted to leave, but I was going to see the issue through. She left, but sent me a message later today indicating in so many words she thought I was an a-hole for not prioritizing her concerns and was hurt by the incident. I'm conflicted, so I haven't responded yet. Am I the a-hole for ignoring her request and going ahead?
No. You paid for it, she has every right to say no, right?
I would say, like, hey, if you don't want me to, then you pay for it and take it home.
That's right.
It's her mistake anyway.
Sharon, are you still here?
Yeah, I said the same answer as you.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Oh, it's fine. I'm here.
My house is loud, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, let's see this now. I'm a 48-year-old male. I work from home for a large company. My wife is 47. She also works from home 4 days a week. We've been married for 22 years. We have 2 teenagers, a son 18, a daughter 16. They're gone at school from 8 to 3. We have generally been able to manage the everyday ins and outs of working independently in the same space. However, about a year ago, my wife started locking our bedroom door for extended periods of the day, sometimes up to 3 hours. Most of the time, she will lock it so she can sit by the window and smoke. She's embarrassed of her habit, doesn't like other people to see her doing it. She also locks the door when using the restroom or showering. We have a bathroom off the bedroom that can be accessed through the bedroom only. The problem is she often forgets to unlock the door when she's done. On average, about 2 to 3 times per week, I will try to enter the bedroom and it's locked. And then I have to pound on the bedroom door for her to hear me, as she wears earphones a lot and can't hear me knocking. 9 to 10 times, she will eventually hear and let me in. Many times, I have multiple things in my arms, as I have picked up stuff that belongs upstairs and as I'm cleaning up. Usually when I'm done with my workday and ready to relax for a few minutes, the door's locked. This is the most frustrating time, as I feel I have a right to access my bedroom at the end of a long day. This morning, my wife was preparing for her one day in the office, and I went upstairs to retrieve my laptop as I have left it next to the bed. The door was locked, and I had to pound to get in. She eventually opened the door, yelling at me that she had been in the shower. I got my laptop, and then I heard a crash in the bathroom. She had slipped and fell in the shower. I tried to open the door to the bathroom, but it was locked. I was shouting to see if she was okay, and after a few seconds she answered she was fine, but she was very mad at me. I know she sometimes just doesn't want to be interrupted, and I get that. That said, it frustrates me that I can't access our bedroom multiple times during the day, especially when my day is done. It also makes me feel like she's pushing me away or doesn't trust me. We've been married more than 20 years. I mean, I've seen the woman give birth 3 times, and I know she smokes. So what's to hide? In addition, it has become a safety issue. I think I might be the a-hole because I am insisting that she stop locking the door, or at the very least doesn't lock it for long periods of time, or at the end of the day when I want to rest. She insists it's not a big deal. She does trust me. She doesn't want the kids to walk in, etc. I've been asking her to stop locking the door for months now, but she still does it. Am I the a-hole? No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. I'm a 34-year-old male. My wife is 31. And her family, my in-laws, had a 5-day-long family vacation in July. It was at an Airbnb that everyone, wife, her siblings, her spouses, her parents, stayed in. I happened to have a work trip the same week as that vacation, but it was only 2 days long, so I technically could have gone the last few days of the vacation. Here's the thing about my wife's family. They're very rowdy. They yell to communicate. They get drunk together often. They have no respect for each other's privacy. They ask very invasive questions. For example, on our wedding day, my father-in-law asked me if I had been practicing my moves for the wedding night, and if I needed any advice. I was appalled. I have told my wife before that sometimes her family can be too rowdy for me, but she gets defensive, and she says I should accept her family for who they are. There have been times when I've asked my wife if I can skip family reunions and birthday parties, but she gets very mad at me and says it would be super rude to do that and avoid her family. So when I found out that my out-of-state work trip was the same week as the family vacation, I decided to fib a little bit to my wife. And I told my wife that my work trip was 4 days long, and that it wouldn't make sense for me to travel to the Airbnb and stay only for 1 day. My wife agreed to this, so I went on to the work trip, and I enjoyed a few days of peace and quiet at our house while my wife stayed and enjoyed the vacation with her family. A few weeks go by, and I'm having some coworkers over for drinks. My wife came home from work early and started chatting with my coworkers. She told them about the wonderful vacation she had with her family a few weeks ago, and my coworkers asked me why I didn't join, and I told them that the vacation was during our work trip. My coworkers said our work trip was only 2 days long. Why didn't I catch the end of the family vacation? The look on my wife's face was murderous. After my coworkers left, my wife started yelling at me, saying I was a major a-hole. She called her parents, and they sent me angry messages saying they couldn't believe I lied to my wife to avoid a vacation with them. Am I the a-hole for lying to my wife about the length of my work trip, even though I knew she wouldn't allow me to skip the family vacation?
No.
You say no, Sharon?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be
I know
angry?
that family he's talking about.
Ugh.
That was my sister-in-law's family.
Good night, Anne. She's a grown adult. Why does she need her parents? What? Hi, 61? Carolyn says, yes, the a-hole. Let's see. Let's see what else happens. There, she goes on a family trip. Farm wife, hi farm wife. He should what? He should have gone on the family trip even with the rowdy family that he doesn't like? I don't really know because I only heard part of it. Okay, hi 61. L says kind of. But she probably had a good time with her family, and I don't know, he would have been miserable. I don't know. Farm wife said he should not have lied. He should have been man enough to say he just wasn't going. Put his darn foot down for the change.
Yeah, kind of. But
I can't make a judgment here. LOL. Hi 61 said. Okay, hi 61. All right. me look at something here. I have to look at something here. I'm looking for something. Hang on. Hang on. That's really weird. Can't find something. Let me see. Okay, hold on, I gotta look at something here. This is weird. Oh, that's what I need. Hold on a minute. Okay. And oh wow, okay. All right. Okay. So what's going on now? Oh, I'm gonna make. Oh, Friday's gonna be a craft panel night. Let you guys join that. Probably gonna make little cakes, but I think I'm gonna call it a night here. I have to do a new Zoom. Sounds like there are bigger problems in that marriage. Well, yeah, I guess. All right, let me do the new Zoom. Leave. I'll still be here, guys. I'm still here. You can still hear me. Hold on a minute, though. I'm going to just run and get a popsicle real quick, okay? I have to... Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. The Zoom and numbers and the community tab. And it's in Slack. I'll put it in Patreon. People are here already. Sharon, Nicole. Sharon, Nicole.
Hi.
Hi. Hey.
What are you eating? Is it like a strawberry pop or something?
The lime pops.
What is it?
Those lime pops.
Ooh. Did you get them at Aldi?
The Halo ones that I got for 99 cents a box. Remember I told you? I bought
From
14
Aldi?
boxes. No, from Walmart. Remember? I told you they were on clearance.
Nick remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Now everybody's coming
It's a
in.
commercial or a song, it's crazy.
Who what?
Yeah.
Every single thing that we say can either be a commercial or a song, I swear.
I know.
I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. I swear like a shadow.
Oh, we're still live.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, yeah?
Hit it, Nicole.
We'll zoom links up.
I want a lime pop now.
Oh, those those line bars, right?
We don't have any.
But
Oh,
they are
no.
the doors. These ones are
I know,
lime,
Emmy.
but in the middle they have kind of like vanilla ice cream, but
Oh, it's like a
it's kind of
lime.
different in the middle. I don't know what it is.
Sort of their lime, have vanilla ice cream in the middle.
They're
Yeah.
limesicles.
Oh,
So
limesicles.
on the outside, it's like a lime popsicle. But
Right.
in the middle, it's kind of like, yeah, vanilla ice cream, I guess.
Well, you
Not
know,
a lot.
Don't you
I'm
remember
not gonna check if they had any
It
more
was-
when I went back the other day, Kevin.
vanilla in the middle?
It would
believe
still
I
be a
forgot to check.
creamsicle, though.
Can't believe it.
But it's a lime flavored creamsicle.
Creamsicles with orange, right?
Yeah, creamsicle. There's orange creamsicle.
I think lime would be good.
Mmm.
And then I bought some more of those mango ones, but these ones, they have a strip of cream, but these ones have macadamia cream strip on the side.
You get
So I
good
haven't
stuff
tried those
there.
yet. I haven't tried them yet.
The secret good foods are all in Australia.
I love mango.
I don't know about that, but
We don't have anything like that here.
Mango? Yeah, if you look, you'll find mango somewhere.
Except like Vegemite.
no, let's not go there. No.
Can't be that bad.
Oh,
It can be.
I'm gonna order some. I'm just gonna
it
do
can.
it.
Sharon's right.
Okay.
All righty.
I heard it's pretty bad. I think you have to have it as a child in order to be willing to eat it.
They put it on the pacifier, don't they?
What?
What?
Yeah, they put it on the pacifiers.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard.
Yeah. I heard
I've
that
heard
too.
too.
I heard that too.
So the kids are hurling all the time? Is that what you're saying?
Mm. They get used to it right away. They're born and they stuck the pacifier in with the stuff on.
Yeah.
Stuff on it, eh?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
They call a pacifier here a dummy.
Yeah, I call them a plug.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Mmm.
My kid spit his out when he was about 4 months old. Chewy. Never would.
That didn't work for me either. For
Might have been
my baby either.
Yep, yep.
So anyway, I tried, but and I tried putting stuff on it, not Vegemite.
Not Vegemite, huh?
I only had one that took a pacifier. It was Michael. And he, when he was like 13 months old, they got the chicken pox. And I guess he had an ear infection. When you suck on it, it hurt his ears. He equated that pain to that pacifier. And even though he was so attached to it, he would never put it in his mouth again. Never.
I believe it.
Couldn't get him to take it out at all.
Michael spit it out at his baptism and would never take it again. So.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take it at all. I'm like, it wasn't your pacifier. No. Would not.
Funny how that works.
I think something with that dye on it, maybe even a little honey. I don't know. I don't remember.
No.
You can't give babies honey until they're
Botulism.
I don't remember what I put on. Something though, that I knew that he would like, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I never put anything on it. It was just like, here you go.
I thought it would be a good idea, but obviously he didn't.
Apparently. It's funny how they do that. It's like,
Now,
no, you must.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a fussy baby anyway. I guess it didn't really make much difference. My nephew, on the other hand, oh my gosh. Both of them. You think that you were trying to steal the crown jewels if you were going to take that thing away from him.
Ah.
I can't believe that case. I can't believe that case with that boy that killed that little girl. I never heard of that.
What are you talking about?
The case where that little boy killed that little girl.
Aiden Fucci.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about.
I'm thinking really little.
So was I, because
Yeah.
there is a case where some boy killed a little girl, suffocated her. His younger sibling. Yeah,
Oh, I remember.
that's
that.
what I thought. No,
I
it just
never
happened. I thought you were gonna say that. I thought that's what she was talking about. I'm like, what? How? We didn't even discuss that tonight. Oh.
I've never even seen this case before.
Oh wow. Well, that's because you didn't follow a lot of true crime.
No, this is crazy. That is so sad.
That's pretty terrible.
I couldn't believe it. That boy looks so. It looks like there's something wrong with him. It's so sad. He was like born that way.
I know, it's fantastic. I don't know what he was running out at, like 14. The parents didn't even know where the heck he is.
Right?
Yeah, I know, right? 3 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock? 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
I think so.
Something wrong with his parents too.
Exactly.
That poor little girl.
Oh, yeah.
So young.
I'm sure the judge will give him life in prison, I'm sure.
And he's 13.
15 years old.
14.
He's 16 now.
Oh, he's 16 now. But he was
14.
14.
She was 13.
I remember being 13. That is so young. Or you used to think and feel ready. God, that happened to you at that age. Yeah, I've never heard of those people or seen that little boy or anything. And when is he getting sentenced? Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to continue. I don't know if there'll be...
Well, yeah, he'll probably get like, he'll kill again, for sure. We have to protect the public. It's a shame you can't put him in some kind of a hospital,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but we have no other choice.
I guess. Let me see here. All right, so I guess we're going to go now. Let's see. Let me see the chat. Get back to the chat. Okay. I don't even see our chat anymore. Where the heck did the chat go? I can't find the chat anymore. Where did it go? Where did it go? I won't be able to shut it down if I can't find it. Okay.
I went down the Vegemite rabbit hole and I'm watching videos.
Oh, no.
I got out of control there for a minute.
What videos ago?
Vegemite. I don't know why. Don't ask. I don't know.
You don't want to go there.
I want to buy it. I need it. I just want to try it.
It's like trying Beverly.
Yeah, but I really
What
do.
is Beverly?
I don't know what that is.
What is
but
Beverly?
When you go to the Coke, what was it called? Ice Station Zero or something in Epcot. It's really hot. You could walk in and it was like sponsored by Coke.
Uh-huh.
And they had all these different flavors of the #1 pops in each country. And Beverly was the one that was like earwax kind of in that part.
What do you mean? It was like earwax?
Well, I'm not saying, it was really awful. So of course people would always say, oh, make sure you try the Beverly. You'll really like it.
Did people like it? Huh?
Except perhaps people from that particular country. But here,
But I don't know. I need to try it.
one from Germany. I don't remember if Beverly was from Japan.
Well,
But I remember
do then, you have to.
is I would just get like, it got the little tiny things for like what you get when you went out to a takeaway place or something. Like the little single things for like one piece of toast. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the packets.
Yeah, the little thing and you peel the little lid off it. One of those?
You mean like jam and jelly?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have those with Vegemite, so I wouldn't buy a whole jar.
Oh.
What I'm saying is, if you want to try it, I don't know if you can buy it like that there, but you can buy it like that here. But you might have to buy like 10 in a packet here of those little tiny single serve things.
Yeah. I tell you what, from what I understand.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. God bless. Prayers for all that need him, and be kind. And we'll see you. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
I thought we were already gone.
Bye.
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 No, not yet.